I'm a 34-year-old mom of 3 kids, ages 3, 6, and 9, and life as well. Let's just say it's an adventure. My days are a blur of snack requests, spilled milk, school drop-offs, and my part-time work-from-home job, which I somehow managed to squeeze into the chaos. My husband Mike works full-time in a demanding office job. He likes to think he has the harder role, often brushing off my day-to-day struggles with comments like, "Parenting's not that hard, you just have to be firm." Spoiler, that's easier said than done when you're dealing with 3 small humans who can smell weakness like sharks smell blood. For as long as I can remember, Mike has this habit of undermining me in front of the kids. If I say no to extra screen time, he swoops in with a "sure, why not? It's just one episode." If I enforce teeth brushing as a non-negotiable, he chuckles and says, "They're just baby teeth." It's like we're playing a game where I'm the strict coach, and he's the fun mascot. Unsurprisingly, this has turned me into the default bad cop, while he gets to bask in his cool dad status. The tipping point started building a few weeks ago. Our 9-year-old refused to do her homework because dad said it wasn't a big deal if I didn't finish it tonight. Cue the power struggle. I stood my ground, but she dug her heels in, clearly emboldened by dad's words. Then there was the time Mike let our 6-year-old skip brushing his teeth entirely, despite me insisting firmly, and for the 3rd time that night that he needed to go back upstairs and do it. Little things like this keep piling up, eroding my authority with the kids and making everything 10 times harder. I tried to talk to Mike about it. I calmly explained how important it was for us to present a united front, especially as the kids get older and start figuring out they can play us against each other. His response: "You're just too controlling. They're kids, they need to relax sometimes." He waved me off like I was overreacting, which only added fuel to my already simmering frustration. Then the final straw broke the camel's back. Our 3-year-old, bless her tiny, tantrum-prone heart, had a complete meltdown because Mike promised her ice cream after dinner. Normally, that would be fine, except she'd already been told no earlier for her less-than-stellar behavior that afternoon. Apparently, my decision didn't matter because Mike decided to swoop in with an ice cream bribe while I was in the other room. By the time I walked in, she was screaming because I'd said no again, and Mike was shrugging like it wasn't a big deal. That night, I decided I'd had enough. If Mike thought parenting was so easy, he could prove it. I told him he could handle everything: school drop-offs, meals, bedtime, discipline, the whole package. At first, he thought I was joking. When I clarified that I was absolutely serious, he smirked and said, "Sure, how hard can it be?" It was the confidence for me. I laid out the ground rules. I'd step back completely and focus on my job and my personal needs. He would handle all the kid-related duties, no exceptions. School mornings, dinner prep, tantrums, and bedtime battles, it was all his responsibility now. The kids seemed equal parts confused and intrigued when I explained the new arrangement. Mike, meanwhile, didn't look worried in the slightest. He actually looked like he was looking forward to it. "This'll be easy," he said. "You'll see." To say I was nervous would be an understatement, but at the same time I felt validated. If Mike was so sure he could do it better, then fine, let him. Deep down, I hoped this would be the wake-up call he needed, but a part of me worried it might lead to even more chaos. Either way, I was committed. The next morning, as I sat in the kitchen sipping my coffee and answering work emails, Mike's first taste of reality began to unfold. The 3-year-old was refusing to eat her breakfast, the 6-year-old couldn't find his shoes, and the 9-year-old was complaining about the packed lunch she didn't like. I stayed quiet, watching him struggle to juggle it all. He looked frazzled but determined, insisting he had it under control. I could tell this was going to be interesting. As I stepped back and let him dive into the deep end, I couldn't help but wonder how long his confidence would last. The